How'd it feel out there today?
Felt cool. It felt good being back out there today. Everybody, getting the mojo back. We've done a lot of talking about what we're gonna do. A lot of talking about installing stuff, the action plan. It's all been put into place. And watched a lot of tape. Now we have the opportunity to put it all out there on the field, build that chemistry. Obviously, we worked out throughout the summer. Got a lot of good work in the off season, but now we get the opportunity to, get work in together as a team and go and compete against the defense. That's a big part there. So I think it's very important for us to take advantage of the team reps we get in this training camp and just continue to compete and continue to build.
Did you get much sleep last night thinking about this opportunity? Did you get much sleep last night thinking about,
I was very excited, very excited. It's a great opportunity for me, a great opportunity for this team this year. This year as is, but you talk about training camp and the goals for training camp. You just want to build that chemistry, connect, compete, and get better every day. That's what we really want to do.
Jalen, Nick and Howie both said they want to see you take the reins for the QB1 spot. Are you the type that wants to have that, you'd have you be deemed the number one guy heading into the season, or do you want to go out there and earn it?
I've said it so many times. I've said it so many times that Rennans do every day, and I truly mean that, and I had that mentality. But for a guy like me, I hold myself accountable to go out there and play, at a high level every time I touch the field, and there's not going to be anybody that holds, Jalen to a higher standard than Jalen. So that's my goal. That's my goal. Be the best quarterback I can be every day. Be the best teammate I can be every day. Lead, and everything else to handle itself.
How did Jalen do at practice today?
The lamp is never full. The lamp is never full.
When they say take the reins, what does that mean to you?
Take the reins?
Yeah, when they say take the reins of the QB1 job.
I just think that means go out there and be, be what I strive to be, the best quarterback I can be. I think that's enough. So going out there working, effort, relentless every day, and executing. It's all about execution.
In your freshman year, how much do you think about all the chatter that goes on about a possible trade, not mentioning any names, and obviously
what chatter?
What's that?
What chatter are you talking about?
Well, a quarterback from
There's
another
team.
team.
A lot of chatter that goes on.
Yeah. Well, a quarterback from another team.
I'm above it all. I'm above it all. Control what I can. I'm here. That's what I'm doing. Go out there and be the quarterback for this team.
Jalen, what's it been like working with Lane at his barn, getting that kind of one-on-one solo opportunity away from here?
It's been good. Lane's a freak athlete, so strong, big, fast, and building that chemistry, having a great relationship with him has been good, and having some of the other teammates over there as well. So, work is work. We've been putting in a lot of work. We put in a lot of work. Now it's time to go out there and play.
Freshman year at Bama and then the 1 year at Oklahoma, how did you go about becoming the guy? Like, what did you do during this period of the summer to be that person?
I don't think I did anything spectacular, out of the ordinary. I was just being myself. Went into it with the mentality of being myself, being authentic, working hard, going out there and playing ball. Go out there and make plays, gaining respect of your teammates, doing it that way. It handles itself.
Jalen, we saw you kind of met with the wide receivers at the end of practice. What was the conversation like? What was the focus there?
I like to talk to the receivers, talk to different position groups, and really just talk about what we saw that day in practice, talk about the different things that we can build on, talk about the good, talk about the bad, and just build. When you climb this mountain, it doesn't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying? You have to be patient with that, but you have to put the time in. You have to remain diligent with your work and put maximum effort in every day. The biggest thing about this football thing is 1% better every day. Investing in yourself and to the team every day, and going out there and playing hard.
Hey, Jalen, a lot of your teammates talk about your leadership skills, your leadership abilities. Is that something you're conscious of? Is it something that's natural, or is it something that you try because you understand the nature of your position?
I don't know what to call it. People lead because their peers let them lead, and I'm a guy where I just go out there and be myself. Like I said, go out there and be myself. think my biggest thing is ain't nobody gonna follow me if I ain't doing my job. So that's the highest thing that I hold myself to. It's going out there and executing and doing it at a high level. And everything else always handles itself.
Jalen, you got first team reps today. Obviously, that means that you were the QB1 for the day. Do you feel like you're getting the encouragement behind the scenes that you'll be that moving forward?
I mean, I take reps with the ones, and I try and take advantage of every opportunity I have. Effort every day, do my job every day, execute every day. That's my intentions.
What are the biggest differences between, I know it's day one, but the biggest differences between last year's offense and what Nick wants to run? What are the biggest differences for the quarterback?
You have a lot of, I won't get into the details of everything, but you have some similarities and you have some differences. And I think you have, from coach to coach, I've experienced different coaching styles in the last 6 years, just having a new play caller every year. Since my freshman year in college, and you have different intentions of the play caller, how the offense is installed. Maybe you're running the same thing, but being told to look at it or read it differently. So, most importantly, I think for me, it's about spending time with Coach Johnson, Coach Steichen, Coach Sirianni, and understanding clearly how they want me to execute it, and going out there and doing it that way. So I'm happy. Happy we got the opportunity to do that now against a live defense, going out there and putting stuff on tape for us to watch.
As a follow-up
to rising above the chatter, not everybody's able to do that. What's your method? I mean, how do you
come to work every day and practice? Try and practice at a high level.
And that's it. I mean, there's more to it than that. You can
it's
tap
not.
into noise constantly.
It's not.
Zach Ertz is in camp, but there's been a lot of questions about whether he's going to be in this team moving forward. How valuable is that position? And if you got, two out there of Dallas and Zach's caliber, to a young quarterback especially.
I mean, those are two great players. I'd love to have them both. Great players.
What do you think of his hair?
Who is that?
What do you think of his hair?
I told him I might dye mine blind, but I don't know if I'd be. I don't know about that.
In practice today, we saw you roll out. We saw.
This how y'all do it. Y'all just out-scream each other. Crazy.
We saw you roll out. We saw you run a bit. Obviously, with the red jersey on. Are you confident that's going to be a part of the offense, that they're going to take advantage of that part of your skill set?
I mean, I think I'll go out there and play ball. I'll just read and react to what's there. If that happens, that'll be the last resort to make a play with my legs. But it just kind of happens.
Jalen, how much can you lean on Joe Flacco, and what kind of things does he kind of tell you, help you out with?
Joe Flacco, man, he has a ton of knowledge. Seeing how he looks at the game, he's helped me so much. This whole time he's been here, we've been together, and kind of helps it slow down for me. Slows it down for me in a way. He's very valuable.
Jalen, you come in last year. It's obviously a tough situation. Carson's here, and you guys are both kind of navigating what could be a difficult situation. This year, do you feel more relaxed? Does it feel different for you this year, kind of being the guy?
I have the same intentions I've had any other year. I've suited up for a fall camp, for a training camp, whether I was at Alabama, Oklahoma, or with the Philadelphia Eagles now. And that was to be the best quarterback I can be. And I just want to continue to grow, regardless of what's going on, grow, be the best quarterback I can be for the team.
And when you look back at those 4 starts you had last year, what are some things in particular you would like to be better at than what you saw?
I mean, win. I'd like to win all of them. We could have easily won all of them. So that's the intention. That's the goal. All of this, and it starts in training camp.
Jalen, how much did your family help you out? Now, you had a brother that played at Texas Southern, playing quarterback. Your dad coach. How much did they help you in terms of a foundation?
They built a great foundation for me. I'd be wrong if I didn't mention my mom. But my mom running things at the house, keeping it still. And obviously my dad and my brother, the experiences I've had with them as a kid, ball boy, growing up, all of that in Texas, holds so much value to me because it brought so much wisdom to me in the game of football at a young age. And seeing my brother play, seeing the things that he dealt with, seeing how he looked at the game, watching him play, and learning from him, it's all helped.
Howie said earlier that the team is at least on their way to being 90% vaccinated. Are you among them?
I have the vaccine.
Hey, Jalen, I know in the off season you work a lot with Quincy. I was curious, Quincy Avery, I was curious, between spring work and when you come back this summer, does Nick and Brian, do they tell you these are the things you got to work on? How does those relationships work sort of back and forth?
Between personal trainers and...
Yeah, or do they, in other words, do they send you off with a plan to work on this aspect of your skill set or traits or anything like that?
I think there are conversations that are had to get, to improve the player's skill set. And I think those conversations are had for sure.
Let's take 2 more questions.
Jalen, before you came out here, Devontae called you a great leader. You had a couple completions to him today in practice. What are you obviously carrying a relationship in here? You mentioned you're going to work out during the break period. What do you think of him?
I think Devontae, Smitty's a great player. I think he's a great leader in himself. The way he goes about his business, leads by example, doesn't really say much, but he's going to be ready to work and he's going to be ready to go. I know that. So I think he's great.
Okay, last one. All good?
All right, thanks, folks.
Thanks.